Welcome to an in-depth exploration of the phylum Platyhelminths, presented by Dr. Indu Yadav from the Department of Veterinary Parasitology. Platyhelminths are eukaryotic organisms, classified under the broader category of helminths, which also includes nemathelminths and acanthocephala. The term helminth is derived from the Greek word for worm, and these organisms are primarily endoparasites. Platyhelminths, or flatworms, have a dorsoventrally flattened body, a solid body without a body cavity, and are often segmented with suckers present. These organisms are usually hermaphroditic, lack a respiratory and blood vascular system, and have an indirect life cycle. Platyhelminths are classified into two main classes: Trematoda, commonly known as flukes, and Cestoda, known as tapeworms. Within the class Trematoda, there are several families and genera, including the well-known Schistosoma, or blood flukes. Flukes are typically dorsoventrally flattened and leaf-shaped, with a solid, unsegmented body covered by a tegument. Flukes have a complex digestive system and use oral and ventral suckers for attachment. Most flukes are hermaphroditic, with the exception of the Schistosoma genus. Fluke eggs are generally operculated, except for those of blood flukes, which are non-operculated. The life cycle of trematodes involves an indirect process with snails as the intermediate host. The life cycle of flukes includes several stages, starting from the egg and progressing through miracidium, sporocyst, rhidia, and cercariae stages. The family Fasciolidae includes genera such as Fasciola, Fascioloids, and Fasciolopsis, which have highly branched intestinal ceca and complex excretory systems. In acute cases, sheep may experience sudden death, blood-stained froth from the nostrils, and discharge of blood from the anus. Treatment for fasciolysis includes various drugs effective against immature and mature flukes, such as diamphantide and oxyclosanide. Prevention strategies include eliminating water habitats, managing grazing, and controlling snail populations. Fasciola jacksoni affects elephants, while Fascioloids magna is found in cattle, sheep, and deer in Europe. Fasciolopsis buski, the giant intestinal fluke, primarily infects pigs and humans in southern and eastern Asia. Echinostoma revolutum infects ducks, geese, and occasionally humans, with snails and frogs serving as intermediate hosts. Echinostoma family includes Echinocasmus perfoliatus, which infects dogs, cats, foxes, and pigs. The first intermediate hosts are snails, and the second are freshwater fishes. E. paraiulum, also known as Echinoperifium paraiulum, infects ducks, pigeons, and humans, with snails and fish as intermediate hosts. Diagnosis of echinostomatid eggs is crucial. Treatment involves oxyclosanide and flubendazole. Prophylaxis includes extermination of snails and avoiding raw snails, frogs, and fish. E. revolutum and other echinostomes can control intermediate hosts of schistosomes, and larval trematodes are antagonistic to each other. Paragonymidae family includes Paragonymus species, known as oriental lung flukes. They infect pigs, dogs, cats, and humans. The first intermediate hosts are snails, and the second are crabs and crayfish. They primarily affect the lungs, causing reddish-brown cysts and cerebral cysticercosis in severe cases. Paramphistomatidae family includes various genera that parasitize the gastrointestinal tract, liver, and bile duct. They are distributed worldwide and are known for their impact on livestock. Amphistome cercaria have distinct features like flat bodies and two suckers. They possess cystogenous cells in various organs. Body pigment and esophageal bulbs may vary. Only immature forms cause disease, leading to symptoms like anemia and edema. Schistosomatidae family primarily parasitizes blood vessels of the alimentary tract and bladder. The most important genus is Schistosoma, which includes several species. Cercaria convert into schistosomula, causing intestinal and hepatic syndromes. This table details various schistosoma species, their hosts, sites of infection, and intermediate hosts. It highlights the diversity and complexity of schistosomiasis. Additional schistosoma species and their hosts are listed, emphasizing the wide range of animals affected and the specific sites of infection. Dicroceliidae family includes species like Dicrocelium dendriticum, known as the lancet fluke. They infect various animals, with snails and ants as intermediate hosts. They are found in the bile ducts and cause glandular epithelium proliferation. Erythrema species, such as E. pancreaticum, infect sheep, goats, cattle, and buffaloes. They primarily target pancreatic ducts but can also affect bile ducts and the small intestine. Snails and grasshoppers or tree crickets serve as intermediate hosts. Opisthorschidae family includes genera like Opisthorchus and Clonorchus, known as liver flukes. They infect the bile duct, with snails and cyprinid fishes as intermediate hosts. They cause adenomatous changes in the bile duct epithelium. Prosthogonimidae family includes species like Prosthogonimus pellucidus, which infect poultry. They use snails and dragonfly nymphs as intermediate hosts. They cause significant pathology in poultry, including laying eggs without shells. Thank you for your attention. We hope this presentation has provided valuable insights into various parasitic families and their impacts on hosts.